Hi, my name is Daniel Hernandez, and today I'm gonna show you a presentation about the air pollution here in Mexico, but especially in Azcapotzalco. Air pollution in Azcapotzalco. Let's start by telling what's this and how does this affect me. One of the most underestimated problems, and at the same time one of the biggest, is the air pollution. Having a healthy air is essential for a good development of the people. It improves the life quality of the citizens, but the government and the population don't care enough about it because there's no a care culture for the natural resources. This problem has been present in the city for a very long time and every day is getting worse, so we must make sure that this change forever and for the welfare to the capitalinos. According to the Weather Channel web, where is posted the global weather in real time, Azcapotzalco has an acceptable air quality and his score is 78 points. This means that there's presence of PM 2.5. But what's PM 2.5 and how does this is a big threat? Well, PM 2.5, according to Ecologistas sin Acción, suspended particles of less than 2.5 microns, in this case PM 2.5, seem to be a better indicator of urban pollution than those that haven't used until now. We used to use PM10 to measure the air pollution, but now we use PM 2.5. The effects that they have on our health are very serious due to their great capacity to penetrate the respiratory tract. As we can see in these images, we can compare the size of a PM10 less than 10 microns and PM 2.5 less than 2.5 to the height of an human hair, and we can see that there is a big difference, and the PM 2.5 is way too little, and so it can penetrate the respiratory tract. Well, Azcapotzalco is just 5 minutes away from Vallejo, one of the most industrialized zones of the city, and so other zones with a lot of industrial infrastructure are close to this delegation. So that's one of the biggest reasons of the presence of PM 2.5 particles. And as we know, these particles are products of the diesel combustion, and the CDMX is a very industrialized city. So there's an important concentration of machinery and vehicles that operate with these kinds of fuels. And there are other four reasons, and we can say that the other principal causes are the felling and lack of trees in the delegation, the construction and operation of industrial complexes that burn fossil fuels, the excessive use of private cars, and burning garbage in the delegation. Well, it is evident that everyone has a task, and that's fight against this problematic, so we should start looking for a new way and alternatives to the traditional way, and these can be some ways to fight. For the felling and lack of trees, we should redact new rules that supervise and sanction to the people and companies that excessively fell trees and has destroyed green areas for any cause. With an organization that has the task of take care of all these illegal activities, so we can stop this. Also, make a planted a tree campaign for the population and for the companies that belongs to Azcapotzalco, replacing and planting in old areas to create new green areas. For the construction and operation of industrial complexes, we should redact new regulations to the companies that reside in Azcapotzalco. to regulate the emissions and use of these kinds of fuels, so we can reduce the risk of increasing to the pollution. And we should pursue it and sanction to all the infractors or companies that break the new rules. For the excessive use of private cars, the city should create new alternatives to the private cars, like more metro lines, new bus lines, impulse all the public transportation to avoid excessive use of private cars. The new public transport must be efficient and work with the cleanest energy possible, such as electric vehicles. The delegation must plan lines and cover all the area possible to satisfy the necessity of transportation to all the population. And for the burning garbage, there should be new regulation that pursue and sanction to the people that burns trash illegally in the delegation. Also building centers that takes care of trash that's produced every day in the delegation, such as recycled complexes. And unfortunately, this problem is not exclusive from Azcapotzalco. Air pollution is affecting all the country, and the Mexican population acts like they were immune to the situation. But it is also fault of the industry and the regulation that let them operate under impunity, even knowing all the damage that causes, and not only affecting the air, also the weather, the ground, and many other types of pollution. So the most affected are the Mexican people. We must become aware of this problem and start to plan ways to change the course, and if it's still in our hands, try to revert all the consequences for the future generation and for a good rest of our lives. Thanks for watching the video.